I mean, I will tell you that Dad, ever since he was born, his uniform is a suit. No matter where he is, he was always, 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 to this day, has to have his uniform on. My name is Winston Eggleston, and I'm the youngest son of William Eggleston, and I co-manage the Eggleston Artistic Foundation in Memphis, Tennessee, with my brother William, and still work very closely and live with my father today. He grew up in a town called Sumner, Mississippi. He met my mom when they were teenagers. When they got married, they moved up to Memphis, probably would have been the early 60s, late 50s. We grew up in East Memphis, which is kind of the central part of Memphis. So that's the way I grew up, is him blaring all kinds of music, but mostly classical. In the house he grew up in Mississippi, there was a piano. Every time he'd walk by the piano, he'd kind of do a little, make noise, and he kept on doing that, and he pretty much was self-taught. My sister lives in Nashville, and my brother lives in Santa Monica, but I remained here.
He actually took a lot of pictures of me when I was younger. I'm Andrea Eggleston. I'm the daughter of William Eggleston, and I am the middle child. So I grew up, he literally trained me to be incredibly still. Also trained never look at the camera. It felt like hours, trained to be very statuesque as a little girl, which to a lot of my friends probably seemed very bizarre. He always had a camera. He was literally in the being state of being who he was, the absolute 100% epitome of an artist and photographer. It was not an extension of him, it was him. One of the best trips I ever took with my dad. I think I was going into my senior year of college. When we got into Beijing, we could just like walk outside of the hotel and we could get lost for hours. And I think I still carry a part of that with me in terms of my own sense of adventure. Yeah, absolutely had a camera with him the whole time. One time he was walking with the camera, we were just walking down the street and he fell off the curb because he was looking through the lens for too long. That was definitely synonymous with the adventure.
He was in New York probably more than anywhere else. He was romantically involved with Diva, the Warhol actress, and he lived with her for a brief amount of time at the Chelsea. But he had been going up to New York for years, probably just to see John Strakowski, and had a lot of friends up there. I mean, he'd always like to go somewhere, but he always wouldn't want to come back here. Memphis is always home. Yeah, it was always Memphis. I'll catch him always taking pictures of the same view. There's this barbecue place he loves here in Memphis called Tops, and every time we're in this drive-through part, he always sees this wall with this fence. Like, Dad, I think you've taken that picture like 8 times.
I don't think it's any accident that my dad's career starting point was in Memphis. It was just a wonderful, magical, dark, rich, beautiful, ugly, complicated place.